Hello YouTubers. Today I want to show a walkthrough for Lazy Admin. It's pretty easy one, so that should be cool, pretty fast. So we started with the name map scan. We found regular 22 open and also another scan 80 open. So we're interacting with 80 go bust that first we scanned directly, then we found contents, then we went after contents. Now we can see images, JS, INC, AS, themes, attachments. So my browser here, I'm just playing first contents. We found this sweet rice stuff. Then on the AS we found this login page, the sweet rice, which we don't have credentials. Then INC we found this. Then attachments, it's more like it's taking us back to the parent directory. So right here I see there's this MySQL backup which had been left there. Then there seemed to be a file there. So let's see if we can maybe save this file somewhere and more or less see if we can probably open it up to find out if there's any useful thing in it that might come handy for us. So I'm going to go to my download folders. That's the file over there, and this is what we have. We may be able to scan through it to look for maybe text like username and password. So maybe I can use cat on my terminal. That's it. So I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to maybe cat the content. Then I'm going to prep for maybe password, if there's anything like that in there. There don't seem to be a line there. Maybe user. Okay. This returns Lazy Admin. Lazy Admin, I'm seeing the admin stuff. Just looking around if there's anything like a credential. So let me cut the content of the file, probably default. Just look around if we can find some useful stuff in this MySQL backup stuff. We found some credentials. You can see that description there. Admin, the admin credential name is manager, and the password value is this text. So this seems like an encrypted stuff, I don't know. To verify, I took this and used hash ID and passed that value. It told me it's possibly MD5 stuff. So I took it quickly into crack station over here, and I was able to crack it as password. So I took the username manager and the password into that into this page. I logged into this page. I can go back just to show you what it looks like. Oh no, my bad. Okay, so we logged in with manager and the password of that password 123. So in here under ads, we found that we could put in a shell like a script. So we paste that pen tests monkey PHP reverse shell in there quickly, and see it's saved here already. So we stayed in netcat listener, then we came all the way to the browser to fire that payload. So to do that, we first went into INC, into ads, then we found reverse shell here. Clicking on it gave us the callback. You can see that. So what we've done is we did which Python to verify. We see Python is there, so we did Python imports pty the spawn a bean bash shell. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, so we got a shell. in there. So we changed to the home. We found in the home we found this IT guy. So you see the IT guy right there. We see I don't know why this thing is kind of like laggy. Then in here we found the user, the text, so I can cut the content of the user, the text. We see the flag. Too bad. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay. Then we did the sudo tac L, the classic privilege escalation stuff. Then we found that there's this backup.perl which we had seen in this home user, this IT guy user stuff. So if we cut the content of backup.perl, we see it's this basic script, kind of like copying, doing some basic backup here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and see if we can maybe take advantage of this to replace it with something else and set up a listener to catch a reverse shell to elevate our privilege. That should be pretty cheesy stuff to do. Okay, so let's look at the content of copy.sh, which is actually etc. You can cut the content of etc copy.sh. We can see what's happening there, right? I'm just going to copy me this stuff because I'm going to, let me do some square real estate here. I'm going to replace this with my own IP address. Who cares? I'm going to copy this and just bring up maybe leaf pad to or mouse pad to modify that stuff. Give me a second. Okay, pasting this in there. So seeing what this is doing, we can use echo to replace our new content here, but this time around our own IP. Let's go copy our IP first. I'm going to come here. This is my IP. I'll take it. Then I'll bring up that file back. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use echo to replace this. I'm just going to build the command for simplicity before I pass it in there. So I'll change the port, maybe use something really 9002 should be fine. Then I'll replace the IP address with my IP address. So what I'm doing is I'm basically trying to change your stuff. So this will call back to me if I stay in this cat listener. Okay, so this is what the command looks like. I'm going to take this stuff. Take this back to the background. Then I'm going to come over here. I used 9002, so let me and do some replacements to that file. So look at what I'm doing. I've replaced my IP address and I'm writing that into that copy.sh file. If that works pretty fine for us, so we still have that in there. I'm going to come over here and see an LVP, then 9002. Let's listen. Then let's execute that backup. So let's start the backup file and see if we'll get ourselves the reverse shell. And we did that based on what we had seen in the sudo tac L, and we got this root shell ID over here. You can see the roots. We can go into the root home folder maybe, if that is allowed, and we should find the root flag. Okay, so that's the root flag, and that's where the video was stop for tonight. Thanks for your time, and see you in the next recording. Bye bye.